everyone. This is Jennifer Sanchez. You are with us on the Wise Coffee Chat Show. Super excited. I am the founder of the Wise Alliance Network, the Women's Institute of Self Development and Efficacy. I also am a real estate investor. So if anyone's looking to sell their property, please let me know. I buy 30 days or less, no fees, no surveys. And I am here at the Chingona Poderosa event with there's a bunch of women here. We're right off Wacker Street, 20 North Wacker, and it's just a lot of energy. And I have someone here who's a participant, and I wanted you guys to get to know her a little bit more. So Viviana, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes. Hi, my name is Viviana Cordon. I am the founder of Car Construction and also DVP Life Financial Solutions. That's a little bit about me.
Nice. So what got you into the construction business?
So my husband, like he said, I'm not gonna be. Someone's not gonna be my boss. I'll be the boss of someone. So when that came, I'm like, okay, let's do it. And so it's been in business about 22 years already in the construction field.
Wow. So you've been in the business 22 years. You also have another business you were telling me offline. What is that?
So the other business that we do is financial literacy. So we sit down with clients and we help them structure a plan for retirement, a also a plan with living benefits. God forbid you get sick with anything that is critical, chronic, or terminal. We're able to help a client like that, and we also give a lot of free webinars and a lot of free education to schools, libraries, the community in Chicago, communities in the suburbs as well.
So now what made you get into the financial literacy side?
It's a really long story, but I'll make it short. Uh, we went through a hard time as a family years back, about 16 years ago, and I saw the need that my one of my families was going through, left behind with four kids, nothing in place when it means to life insurance, nothing in place. So we all had to do, which didn't exist 16 years ago, a GoFundMe. So we all had to help and be able to, do the barrier and everything. So I went back and I started doing my research on Google, and I found that there was something out there that if we knew about 16 years ago, that we shouldn't help that person in my family be able to grieve that person at that time. So when that happened, I'm like, I don't want my kids to go through something hard in life, and I only had two at that time, and I still said I need something in place for me and my husband, and that's what sparked the interest of me being in the financial literacy, knowing that it wasn't taught to me in high school, wasn't taught to me in college. So I knew that there was something out there that I can give back to the community by educating them in the financial literacy.
I love that. That's, obviously something had to happen in order for you guys to get into that industry. But what made you come to this event specifically, like the Chingona Poderosa event?
So Chingonas Poderosa, I am really a great friend with the CEO and the founder of the Chingonas Poderosa. The reason I come to these events is to be able to come out to the community and show them what I do as a woman entrepreneur, how I've been able to help other women as well achieve their goals in life, and also give them my service that is like, hey, let me show you a way that you can help the community in many ways.
I love that. And if someone wants to get in touch with you, where would they go if they want to learn more about the financial services, or if they want to learn more about the construction services? Where can they reach out to you at?
So if they want to reach out to us during the construction, it's on Facebook and Instagram. You'll find it as the Car Construction Ltd. Phone number for that would be 773-418-0936. If you want to reach for us on the life insurance part and retirement plan, it would be my name, Viviana Cordon, CORDON. Phone number 773-733-2453.
That is awesome. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to bring more people. We're just going to keep bringing people to so you can see what type of participants, what type of women are at this event. Viviana, thank you so much for being here with us. So you guys don't leave. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are here with Renata. I love your name. And I'm super excited that you guys get to meet her. So, Renata, why are you here?
So I founded the first ever luxury Uber concept for women by women that exists in the world, in the United States, obviously, but just in the world, period. And it came from a birthplace of just being burnt out in my 40s. And also, as a prior executive international logistics, I was traveling constantly and would be in Ubers and Lyfts constantly. 10 years ago, this December, I was a victim of a sexual assault in an Uber in Miami. And I held that for the last 10 years. No one in my family knew, not my friends, no one, because in my mind, it was my fault, right? What I was wearing, I was out drinking. And it took really this last year bumping into other women that have also been victims to realize it wasn't my fault. And no matter what, nothing gives someone else the right to violate you. So this year, together with just being burnt out, I decided I no longer fit my purpose within the corporate world, making money for the DHLs, the PepsiCos, the Salesforce of the world. If I can make the millions, why can't I start something for myself and in the process love and take care on our women? And that's what we started. We started with a small dream a couple months ago. We have grown to well over 1,700 followers now, and we've added little things here and there to where we're trying to take the headaches away from women. So if we're already going to be taking you to your meeting or your airport or wherever, what can we take off your plate? Your dry cleaning, picking up your groceries, taking your dogs to the groomer, picking up your kids from childcare, from school. We are removing all the chaos from women so that women are comfortable in their niche and what they are good for and what they're the best at, right? Their art. Focus on that, because as women we're constantly doing 15, 20 different things in our head. We want to take that away from it.
So you created, just so that I understand the viewers that are listening and watching, you are creating almost like an Uber service, right, to help women with everything else that's very important that we do as moms and wives. So you said laundry, you said grocery shopping.
We do all, so the concierge is not just in terms of errands. We connect with each and every woman to where we know where you get your nails done, your hair done, your facials. We keep track of how often you're going because we make your appointments for you. Why? Because our sisters on that concierge team is going to be checking your profile. When was the last time you got your mani or pedi? Because we're going to remind you, hey, it's time for you to go get a mani or a pedi. And most women are going to tell us, oh, I'm too busy, I don't have time. But I had time to take care of mommy, of my children, of the husband. But for us, we're an afterthought. So what we do is, oh, you don't have time. We show up with a nail tech in the vehicle so that you can take care of yourself, love on yourself, wellness on yourself during your lunch. You go back home to your
Wow, that is so cool. And also I want to commend you for being so brave, right? Because women that go through sexual assault, like you said, a lot of times they feel like it's my fault, I did something. What? Because we always victim blame ourselves, right? And in any situation, right? Like, oh my god, what did I do wrong? How could I have made it better, right? But your bravery, how has that helped you become more powerful?
that is really where the power has come in, if I'm being honest. I held on to that for fear of being judged for so long. And little did I know that by sharing that story, so many other women would feel seen, have felt acknowledged. I've been able to prove to them in person that no, we're not at fault, right? And so that's been another extension. We started, when I say women for women, all of our chauffeurs are veteran women that have gone and served and come back. That's all we employ is veteran women. All of our vehicles are Mercedes AMG electric SUV, so we're good for the environment. Everything in the cabin is customized to become a sanctuary for our women. Your favorite color, that is the mood lighting of the cabin. Your favorite aromatherapy scent, that is what's shooting out through the vents. Your favorite playlist, artist, music genre, your temperature setting, real actual black mink blankets, real leather pillows, gold flutes, bottle service. We carry food, we carry wellness in there because as women, we're always running around. So we do not buy big box. We've made big box corporations plenty of money now. So we partner with all women network here, vendors in the Chicagoland area. Everything from wellness to food to beverages, everything you can think about, but an extension also. As women, especially someone who's single, I get a little ick when I'm going into a auto shop or when I'm hiring my landscapers to come and we've now built a whole system of nothing but women owned services. So we have women landscapers, women auto technicians, women auto spas. Anywhere that you have ever felt as a woman uncomfortable, like we remove that anxiety, that butterfly, because we want our women to ride and to just operate in their power and their truth.
I love that. And I think that this is exciting. So if someone's interested in getting to know more about you, reaching out about your services, where would they go?
You would go to Instagram. We are invitation only at the time, so it's through Sisterhood. We can be contacted, and that's at LXMV. That's pronounced Lux MV. And again, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, mostly on Instagram. All of the connections to our concierge team is through there, through Instagram.
Wow, you guys have it. This is one powerhouse lady. I love what you put together for women, especially because so many times women neglect themselves, right? And they forget about themselves. You're like focusing, like, oh my God, my kids, I gotta run around. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I forgot to do my hair. Oh, I forgot to do my nails.
All day. Or when was the last
Yeah,
time they went to the
yeah.
bathroom?
Oh my gosh,
We're done.
yes. I love
So we
that.
want women to get out of that rhetoric of others first. We've lived under that for so many years that it's time that, like I say, when you leave our cabins, we want you to feel that you got that hug from a sister you didn't have to ask for and you don't have to feel guilty receiving.
I love that. Thank you so much, Renata. I'm excited. And I'll be the moderator. I think you're going to be on the panel, right? No, 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 it's not you. Oh, okay. Someone else, someone else. But I was like, oh, I'm excited. I want to do know more. But I'll be connecting with you and see if we do a whole interview with you on WRM. And I appreciate it. All right, you guys stay here. Don't leave. We're going to bring someone else. Super excited with this beautiful, gorgeous woman here with soul, right? So, I'm tell us a little bit. I see you here. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Soul Adams. I'm 21 years old and I'm a model and business owner.
So get a little bit closer because you're so beautiful. I want to make sure that people see you. So you're a model and a business owner. What kind of business do you run?
I own my own photography company called Love Soul Photography and my own skincare brand called Love Soul Skin.
I love that. So tell us a little bit about the skincare line.
So, the skincare line was developed by my father, a dermatologist and a pharmacist. He made the product for me to just really target hyperpigmentation, acne scars, blemishes, basically any problem spots that a woman typically wouldn't want. That product will take it away.
Oh my God, I love that because the ones that hyperpigmentate the most are Latinos, minorities. We're because we're darker complected. What inspired this idea? Now I'm like more curious about this. What inspired it for you?
Yes, absolutely. So definitely being a woman of color myself, I definitely started, hair removal at a younger age due to sports and due to modeling and just having that pigmentation in my skin and wanting to just have even skin definitely inspired me. Also, my fellow models as well. We all majority of us were women of color. So, Latinos would come up to me, Indian women, Asian women, all different types of women, and just have questions about my skin and how I got it to be the way that I got it. And I could refer them to Love Soul Skin. So that was really beautiful thing for me to do.
I love that, girl. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Oh my goodness, you are tall. Usually I'm the tall one in the rooms, and I'm like, I'm seeing you, and I'm like, whoa. So tell us a little bit about the modeling career.
Okay, yes, absolutely. So I've been modeling for 2 years. I do it all on my own, which is really different and kind of crazy because typically you need an agent or your own agency. But I became my own agent. So I'm kind of a CEO with my own career as well. And, I've been able to go to Paris, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Turks and Caicos, Jamaica. I mean, you name it, I've been there. And, my career has really taken off. I'm very blessed. Thank you, God. And yeah, I enjoy it. It's been amazing.
I love that you are like a business owner, a model, and you've taken charge of that also. So, what are some things that you're going to be working on the year coming up?
Yes, so we're definitely going to be working on expanding our outreach and our customer and clientele base. We definitely want to take it from Chicago and take it to different states and even different countries because I travel all the time and really just be a place for men and women, but especially women to come and just feel confident and beautiful and to have someone like me creating things for them and to really target, what they want to work on and just to feel more empowered. I don't think it's about changing necessarily how you look, but just enhancing what you have and feeling great about yourself. So I'm definitely excited for that. It's going to be great.
I love that. I love watching beautiful women being entrepreneurs, taking the lead, taking charge, right? Because there's always this stigma about just because we're beautiful or we're pretty, you can't be smart, you can't be intellectual, you can't be a business owner, you can't be powerful, right? How have you combated things like that in your career?
I would definitely say that just having the understanding that beauty is the least important thing about a person and it really truly does come from within just makes every step that I take in this world, better. I don't really think it has anything to do with the outside, but it really is all about the inside. So every day I work on just working on my insides, perfecting my insides, nurturing my insides. And yeah, I just think that really even in business, I think it helps me reach more people and to just have open arms to everyone and let everyone know that they have a place with me to be confident and to glow. So, yeah, definitely.
I love that. So, where if someone wants to get in touch with you, where would they go?
You can definitely check me out on social medias at Soul Adams, SEOULADAMS, and at Love Soul Skin, LOVESEOULSKIN, and Love Soul Photography.
I love
Guys, you can find us anywhere. So yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here with us. And you guys want to learn more about her? You guys got her contact information. Again, thank you. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're not, don't go to. Right. All right, guys, we are back. It is loud up in here. It is loud. There's a lot of women, a lot of excitement, right? So I'm super excited to be here with Brittany Sanchez. Why do I feel so short? Like I'm usually the tallest person. Yeah, and I feel short right now. Or because I'm heavier, I'm sinking in. It's the couch. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right, guys. We're good. So, Brittany Sanchez, right? You are. I do know you a little bit. We've been getting to know each other for the last couple of, I would say, since the Accelerator Summit. You are an agent, a real estate broker, a broker. I apologize, a broker. I know some of you guys are like, I'm not an agent, I'm a broker. Like you guys really want that broker word. So I don't understand it, but because I'm not one. But tell us a little bit about you for those that are watching.
Oh, perfect. So you're absolutely right. I'm thankful that God has allowed us to cross paths and continue to cross paths. I absolutely love that. I love that we're connected through our last name as well. I think that's very powerful. In terms of what I do, yes, I am a real estate agent broker. Doesn't bother me, but you're right. There are agents out there who, realtor. Any which way, a little bit about me. I'm someone who helps a lot of first-time homeowners, a lot of investors, both short-term investors. I know you do a lot of investments yourself. I'm very, strong in my investments, and I feel very thankful to be an investor as a woman. But being able to educate people in the real estate space is so powerful. You and I know it's one of the most important transactions into your whole, that you will complete in all of your life. And misinformation could lead you to making the wrong investment, right? So it is so crucial in bringing the right people who can educate people, which is what you're doing as well, what we're doing on a high level. So very thankful. In addition to that, I'm also the vice president of the National Association of Hispanic Realtors on DuPage County. So very thankful for all of that. We're 75,000 members strong, and we are always looking to educate our Hispanic community on housing.
How important is that for you?
Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful. Again, that is God's work, in my opinion. Being able to not only, I'm not sure if you realize this, but there are still, especially here now, we're not able to make our real estate contracts in English. So, and my apologies, in Spanish. They're still in English. So if you're working with someone who isn't telling people what they're signing, isn't taking the time to really educate them on what comes with being a homeowner, it's only in English. We're not legally able to transcribe it into Spanish for them to sign. So that is so crucial. That is so crucial. And being on platforms like you and I have to be able to educate the Hispanic community, it's more important than ever, especially when you're making your largest investment and you're signing paperwork that you can't read in some cases because it's, again, in English, not in Spanish.
Wow, that is really important to see it that way, especially that you have people that maybe English is a second language, right? So what are the barriers there and the understanding? And even for myself, like if I'm gonna read it, Spanish, sometimes I can't comprehend Spanish 100%, right? The words and the meaning, right? So what brought you to the Chingona and Poderosa event is what I'm curious.
Yes. So Trisha, we cross paths. I like to say again, when God puts someone in your life, there's always a reason as to why. So I wanted to come here, support her, see what she's doing in action, and she's doing wonderful things. She's bringing our community together, and again, through education, she's able to thrust us into next sectors of business. I love what she's doing.
She's bringing women together that are all different walks of life, different places of business, and it helps so much. Of what value have you gotten so far?
So one thing I do want to point out about Trisha that has really hit home for me is she's taken people, women. I want you to keep in mind, not women with just degrees. She's not targeting at people who, have degrees, have all this capital. No, women who really start from a place sometimes of even being hurt, a place of being confused of what they want to do, what their life's purpose is. And she's making it her purpose to help them in business do what they were meant to do what they were meant to love, to do, take a different approach on life, which there's nothing against working a 9 to 5. If that's what you want to do, I'm not someone who's opposed to that. You've got to do what you need to put food on the table. But ultimately, if your goal is to be an entrepreneur or do something that you are passionate about outside of, the corporate world, this is the space you want to be in.
I love that. And I love the fact that you're here, you're networking, you have a beautiful soul. From the moment I met you, I thought that right off the bat, I could feel it. And of course, if someone wants to get in touch with you, where would they get in touch with you at?
So my phone number is always open to you. It is 312-209-8400. Please feel free to call or text me with any questions you have, want to get in the investment space, or you're just looking for your very first home. I'm here and would be very blessed to help you and your family succeed in securing that beautiful home, that beautiful piece of property for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to pull some more people, so don't go too far. We'll be right back. Well, of course. All right, guys, we are back, and we are actually back with one of the co-creators of the Chingona Poderosa launch event today that we're having here. This is your space, correct?
Yes, it is. So this is our co-working space that our nonprofit Code Your Dreams works out of. And one of the things that I think we're passionate about is helping contribute resources to events like this that bring our comunidad together so that way we have spaces to convene where we're not traditionally welcomed.
And this is a beautiful space. It's right above the opera.
It is. And hopefully we'll get to see the rooftop a little later.
Oh, really? Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you and why are you part of Code of Dreams? How you got all involved in this?
Yeah, so about 4 years ago, I joined the tech industry and I found that there was not a lot of women that looked like me. There was not a lot of representation. And so I tried to look for opportunities to begin to build or contribute to the communities that already existed. So I joined Latinas in Tech Chicago and I currently sit on the board. But I also thought about the next generation, my daughter, who at the time was about 9, 10 years old. And I thought, wow, I never had exposure to careers like this because I never knew anybody that worked in technology. So it's sort of like the burden is on me to bring her with so she can see other women that are excelling at this work or that are in these spaces so that it's not stigmatized by the time she gets to college or in her professional career.
And you know, it's crazy to me that now it's so I'm picturing myself as a little girl, right? And I remember I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was a senior, and all I remember was I looked at a movie and I saw Eva Longoria in Hitch, and I just said, I just like how she dresses. Whatever she is, she was a journalist. I was like, whatever she is, I want to be that. You know, because there was no examples in my life, in my family, or my life. How can you contribute to that thought process?
Yeah, so I think that it was similar for me. It was kind of like doctor, teacher, lawyer were the professions that you would see. And I actually went to school to be a dental hygienist because my parents were like, do a job where you get the letters behind your name. You know what I mean? And it was like, get that prestige. And once I got into tech, I realized, especially during the pandemic, looking at all the skills I had, number one, you don't have to have technical skills or a computer science. There's jobs in sales, customer success, marketing, business process operations. None of those require technical skills. And as a Latina, one of my superpowers, I think, is doing a bunch of things at the same time. And that's something that many tech professionals lack because they're so used to just doing coding and engineering that when you come into a space like that and you can show people you can execute on multiple things, that is a very valuable skill that I think sometimes we take for granted as Latinas.
That is a very valuable skill, and I think I know that it's also one of my superpowers, so I can relate to what you're saying because I know I think people even with ADHD, right? I'll claim it all day, and people be like, "Don't claim it as a crutch." No, I claim it as a superpower. I can do a million things because of that component, right? So I don't know. I don't know if that's the case for you, but for me, like the fact that you can multitask and thrive in different areas and be a jack or Jill of all trades, right? It helps us so much.
And yes, I do have ADHD. And that's something that I talk about a lot, especially in these corporate spaces, because once again, I think people look at me and they think I'm going to be like, oh, look, there's a bird over there, you know, and that's not what it is. For me, it's as you're talking, I'm thinking in my mind, what could go wrong? What could go right? What do I not know about this to ask questions? So sometimes it comes off as distraction, but really it's just the ability to kind of have like a file folder in your brain and kind of pull up, you know, like, okay, here's the file. What do I have questions on? And then keep looking for the next subject, you know. Once again, you're working a corporate job, but you're also thinking about your family. You're thinking about the bill that has to get paid. You're thinking about your grocery list. And it's like all of that is a superpower.
I love that. I love that you're using that and using it to your advantage, especially here, Latinas. So you are part of Latinas in Tech as well, right? You're the did I hear correct?
I'm on the board for the Chicago chapter. Yes.
So how does Latinas in Tech serve Latinas?
So Latinas in Tech here aims to not only create a community for Latinas working in technology, but also uplift those sort of mid and early career level, because I think we can get into tech, but it's moving up. That's a challenge for us. And it's finding those allies or being able to identify those sponsors that will help you move forward. And so what we do is we collaborate with other organizations or other companies to bring Latinas into these spaces so they can connect with the folks that work at those companies and learn more about how do I get into this job? How do I get into this company? Is it even right for me?
Wow, I love that. So what is your most excited thing for this event? What are you most excited about?
I think for sure it's the connection. I love that it's interactive. So there's questions to the audience. We're not only learning about ourselves, but we're learning about other people and how all of our issues overlap, or maybe some of our successes overlap, and how we can bring more people into our comunidad.
I love this. Thank you so much for putting this event together and allowing all these amazing people to congregate and get together. I think we need more leaders that think about putting events and putting opportunities together because there's not enough. There's not enough, in my opinion, right? We need to put more. So thank you again. And if anyone wants to get in touch with you, where would they go?
So you can find me on LinkedIn, Cynthia Delira Rendon, or you can find me on Instagram at Cindy SINDEE _licious. And another thing I'll plug in is maybe you'll see me on a ballot soon because there's one thing that I have, it's presidential aspirations. I don't know if I'll be the first Latina president because I know we have AOC, but I definitely want to be one of maybe many to come Latina presidents.
That would be so cool. We need more. We need more Latina representation. I don't care where. We just need to see it. I don't care what party. We just need to see it, right? We need it all up there. We just need to represent and be in these spaces, right? Even me myself, right? Being in the media, being in in real estate and all the things I do. It's like we need more women Latinas doing what we do. So thank you so much again. Any final thoughts?
No, I agree with all of that. We need more Latina leadership. And I think the goal at the end of the day is just to put ourselves in rooms where you want to see the next generation going. And so that's what I always think. People don't become, well, some people become president for the power, but most of it for me, it's for the visibility. I want somebody else to be able to look at me and think, if she's there, I belong anywhere. And I think that's what the goal of it is to create, even though DEI is not a thing anymore, it's to truly create an environment where we are being diverse and we are including everyone and we're being very intentional and making sure that we are not leaving out our young girls. Because for me, I always think about the fact all the women before me did not have these opportunities. They could not speak out like I could speak out. They couldn't make the choices in life to pivot industries. So I have to take every opportunity I have because all of those women before me are counting on me. And my daughter, who is the generation before, I need her to be able to see that and know she is not locked into anything. She has the freedom to choose whatever it is she wants to do in her life.
I love that. I love your mindset around it, and we need more people to think like you. So, you guys, again, if they want to reach out to you, where would they reach out to you again?
LinkedIn, Cynthia Delira Rendon, or Instagram at CindyLicious.
I love that. So, you guys stay tuned. I'm going to pull a couple more people so you can meet who's here. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of loud noise, a lot of stuff happening, but don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, guys. So we are here with Mayra on the Wise Coffee Chat Show. Super cute. I love your lipstick color, by the way, and your outfit. So, Mayra, tell the viewers, what do you do?
Hi everyone. So I'm a content creator and recently became founder of the Content House. It's a social media marketing agency where we help brands, community members, and creators come together.
I love that. So, tell us a little bit about this. Well, I'm really intrigued. So, I'm an instructor at Illinois Media School, and I work with a bunch of media and a bunch of radio, TV people, and a bunch of creatives. So, tell us a little bit more about this. Now, I'm intrigued.
Well, I started off being a foodie, going to Chicago restaurants. After that became a passion to help my community because people were coming up to me and say, "Hey Myra, you're making this video, but what does this heart mean?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, well the heart means that people like it." And then I started to create this avenue where I wanted to help my community and teach them social media basics. So I am hosting workshops throughout Chicagoland to Northwest Indiana and the community that I serve and that I love so much.
So, what inspired you, right? You said someone asked you a question, but what really inspired you to create content?
Well, that's such an interesting question. I always get asked this, and the only thing I can say is since I was a little girl, I love taking pictures, and my family teases me now because it became a hobby. That is something that is just like my passion just feels it, and now it's like something that aligns with me, and I'm able to create amazing things by something that just makes me so happy.
I love that. I saw you while I was doing interviews. I saw you from the corner of my eye. You're making a video. So I was like, what's she doing over there, right? Because I'm telling you, I'm always around content creators and students, and they're always busting a camera out, and I'm like, Lord, I'm not ready. Hold on, So how have you found the rhythm creating content? Because one of the biggest things that I've noticed is finding that rhythm and constantly putting stuff out. What rhythm have you found?
I love to tell people because when you first start, it may feel overwhelming to see it as a whole. And also, if you are like scrolling and seeing someone else's post, you want to like recreate their post. But I always tell them, stay true to who you are, be authentic, and focus on yourself. So when I really like take the time to think about what I want to show people, what they want to see that's valuable from me, and that's where really my creativity starts to flow.
I love that. So you're always in your creativity. You're always thinking. So about how many videos you put out per week?
My Instagram is my biggest platform. So on Instagram currently on a daily basis, 5 to 6 videos a day.
Did y'all hear that? If my students are watching, y'all heard that 5 to 6 videos a day. And is this like you editing it through CapCut? Are you using Adobe Premiere? What are you using to do this?
I love using CapCut. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm able to create videos so fast because CapCut has so many templates that you can already use and they're ready made. So I love CapCut. I do 5 to 6 reels a day, but I also keep up my stories. I love showing my viewers everything that's going on too.
I hope my students are watching because that's one of the things like you need to do. And then even businesses, right? Sometimes businesses come to me like, well, how much should I be posting? I'm like, as much as possible for the algorithms to pick up, right? But sometimes people don't have the time. So what would you tell somebody that doesn't have the time and they're just trying to keep afloat and keep up with the social media trends? What would you say?
Yes. So for businesses, I would say find someone that can work your account. As a business owner, it's very hard to have the creativity, have the time to sign just for content. The way my business works is like I create a bridge where I only ask 2 days of your month to give to me so I can come see how you operate and create content, like a whole content calendar with everyday posting just with 2 days. But for everyone else who's just a creator who's trying to get started, the easiest way I would recommend is like just pick one day out of the week that you will dedicate your time to create and post. And instead of thinking like every single day what I'm gonna post, you could do it all in one day and then post it throughout the week. So you don't have like so many things going on in your head at that one time.
I love that. I love that you're here with us, Maida, sharing these tips. It is so loud in here. But what made you come today to this event?
Oh my gosh, so many things. So I first of all want to thank everyone who has sent their nominations for me. Trisha contacted me about like 3 days ago. She's like, "Do you know you received 30 nominations?" I was like, "My God, I'm so surprised by the community and the people who believe in me so much. So thank you." And I think it's such a wonderful event. You know, being inspired by women, empowering each other, and having a community where we can encourage one another to grow. So love being part of it. Thank you.
Oh my God, I love that, Maida. I love your personality. And if someone wants to follow you, where would they go?
Yes. Instagram, it's Oh My Myra or the Content House.
Oh my Mayra or the Content House, where they would go on Instagram. So you guys have it there. Make sure you guys join at that time. And again, thank you. And you guys stay tuned. We're gonna bring a couple more people and then we're gonna wrap up shortly. Thank you. Everybody watching, you are back. Wise Coffee Chat Show. Super excited here. We're at the Chingona and Poderosa event, and I have this lovely lady here who actually I see you all the time, but I haven't actually gotten to know you. So, can you introduce yourself to the viewer?
Yes, my name is Carlota King,
Carlota King, Latina,
Afro Latina.
Afro Latina, from where?
So my family's from Puerto Rico, but I was born in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, Santa Cruz y La Virgenes.
I could hear the accent. Okay, this is exciting. I love that. I love that. What's your favorite food?
Seafood. Yeah.
Okay, Caribbean. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. So tell us a little bit. What do you have a business? What's your business about?
Yeah, so I have a fashion brand. It's called King's Clothing. Actually, it was just featured in New York Fashion Week. So I took inspiration from my mom. She was a single parent of three. I was the oldest of three, and she designed our clothes. So she would make clothes for us. So I just started designing clothes.
Wow. So you watched your mom design clothes growing up. She was just making vestidos for you and for the kids, and you watch and you're like, I'm gonna do this and do something with it. So congratulations on being at New York. What was it? New York feature fashion designer. And my God, so what does that mean for the non-fashion people?
So basically, you have to be selected. The fashion line, basically they have to be attracted to what you make, or your design have to be unique enough for them to want to present it on a major platform. So New York Fashion Week is major. I did Los Angeles Fashion Week as well as Chicago Fashion Week. So
That is amazing. So you started this business 3 years ago. Why? How have you escalated so quickly?
well, I believe it's favor. That's a lot of it. I think there's a unique gift that I have. So my mom used to make our clothes, and it was really out of a need during COVID. My dad, who I had never lived with, he was like, every time you get up, you get dressed up. Mind you, I have my pajama pants, leggings, and at the top I have like my blazer, my suits. I was always dressed up for work. Of course, my biggest place that I dressed up for was for church, and my children, I would dress them up. So that was really the inspiration. My dad was always like, "Oh, you're just so fashionable," and he's from New York. He was. And with that being said, I just wanted to connect and start making clothes for women, just to help them. My body's changed. As a 45 plus, 5 kids, C-section. So I want to be able to style women up and make clothing that be able to benefit them.
I think that's so critical because sometimes as moms, right, we have babies and our bodies sometimes ain't what it used to be, right? They change, right?
I started at a size 4. Yes.
And you could work out as much as you want. Sometimes I'm like, man, like like I'll be super hyper focused, and sometimes you're still hard on yourself. How has your clothing been able to help women in that area?
So building esteem is something that we've been able to do. Basically, we've done fashion shows. So I'm actually a not-for-profit. I didn't start doing the fashion to become a millionaire or anything like that. I primarily do children's transportation, but to build the esteem, I think I had personal changes in my body, and I wanted to be able to embrace women, that were not 6 foot, with size 2 or 3, that would be able to get dressed up and feel good and confident. So I've done fashion shows for domestic violence survivors for different causes.
That's awesome. Good for you. I love that. I love that your mission has a purpose. It's not just, hey, I'm making clothes. I'm making clothes for women, right? So I commend you for that. And I love the fact that you're Afro Latina and you're out here doing it. So congrats. So if someone wants to follow you and get to know more about you, where would they go?
So I have my website, but you can also go to my Instagram, Facebook. It's King's Clothing, and it's KINGS Clothing with the K, which is KLOTHING Chic, like Chica or Chicago. King's Clothing Chic at that's for Instagram.
King's Clothing Chic. You guys, chic. Okay. Oh, my Mexican almost came out for a second. I was like, oh wait, that's not how you say it. Like chica. Yeah. And Latinos, we say Chicago, right? Not Chicago.
Cheek.
That's good. That's good. I love that. Thank you so much for being on with us. Any final words about this event?
Just stay encouraged and follow the process, no matter what the changes are in life or your body. Just go ahead and stay the course.
Amen to that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to everyone watching and being with us. Make sure you follow the founder, Trisha Beltran, right? Trisha Beltran. She's the one that put this event together. And you can learn more about Chingonas and Poderosas online. Just Google it. Follow her. I'll tag her on this. Thank you so much again. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.